example, is not so cooperative, responsive. You see how one of the early generations from a tabi'een, he said, I looked at something I was not supposed to look at. Okay, he looked at something haram he was not supposed to look at, but he kept looking for a short while. Then he realized, he just woke up, that he was not supposed to look at it. This person reached such a high level of clarity that he caught himself, in a sin, although it's like for, say, 2-3 seconds. Then he says to himself, Wallahi latajidanna ghubbaha walau ba'da hin. He said to himself straight away, Wallahi, you shall pay for that. You will pay for that, even if it's after a while. And he talks about himself. He says, Wallahi, he was a hafiz of the Quran. He said, I forgot the Quran 40 years later. 40 years later, I forgot the Quran. And when I realized that, it doesn't happen obviously just like that. All of a sudden he wakes up, there's no Quran in his mind. But the causes for him to forget the Quran will come together. He will be tried with so much busyness, a lot of distractions here and there, and all of a sudden he would find himself that he did not keep up with his Quran, and he has forgot a lot of the Quran. That's how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala works, in tacit ways. And that's the meaning of Allah's name, Al-Latif. Latif, He works in hidden ways, very subtle ways you don't realize, but He makes everything come together. Even one of the early generations, a famous statement, he said, Wallahi inni la a'rifu dhanbi fi khuluqi zawjati wa suluki dabbati. That I know that I've committed a sin. I realize that when I see my wife not treating me well, I know I've committed a sin. Or when my riding animal, my horse, for example, is not so responsive, is not so cooperative, I realize I must have sinned. You see how they developed this kind of acute sensitivity towards this beautiful universal system.